just was on the phone with my agent. We're talking about working and stuff. We have an online calendar system. Hey, Bambi. Hi. And the calendar system shows if you're working or if you're not working. And it should work that way. So yesterday, I thought I was working today, all day. And then it switched to not working. So I called to complain about that because that's not how I live my life. And yeah, and then we were talking about this film that I'm working on, and they want me to permanently straighten my hair. And I said I'm not willing to do that because it takes about 1.5 years to grow it out this long. We'll see what they say, because all they see is like the front 3 inches of my hair at the very top. And I said I was willing to keep it straight with a flat iron and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. We're just at Kits Beach today. It is beautiful as usual down here. The water's pretty clear. There used to be starfish and crabs and all sorts of things when I was a kid, and pardon me, up until like 8 years ago, there's starfish everywhere. Now there's nothing. You can't see any sea life except for the seaweed and the kelp and stuff like that. And when you flip over rocks, it's so rare that you find any crabs. And some people say that's because of Fukushima and radiation that's being poured into the ocean over there. So some people attribute the west coast of North America, the wildlife, being decimated by the radiation that's being poured into the ocean in Fukushima, or the radiated water. And I don't know what else it could be. Maybe sea life and animal life are migrating away from human populations. That could be the case. We don't know. But it's pretty sad. When I was a kid, there was literally starfish everywhere. And what else? Starfish and jellyfish and different things like that. Yeah, it's pretty sad. This place is beautiful though. Thinking maybe this evening I'll go snowboarding. I think Sam was snowboarding yesterday at hey, you know? I think Sam was snowboarding yesterday at Baker. No, not Baker. Yeah, Baker. Yeah. And unfortunately I was working yesterday, so I wasn't able to go with him. I don't know if I will be able to go this season, but there's actually probably like 1.5 months left of the season, so maybe I will be able to go. So anyways, my friend Connor's coming over. He's written a script. It's pretty funny. It's a pilot, and we're gonna brainstorm a bunch of stuff for it, and then we're gonna brainstorm my script, and probably go out for lunch. And then what else is there to do today? Go out for lunch, brainstorm the scripts, and then I can't remember. That's about it. Oh, look for flat irons. I've already kind of modified and altered the way that it sits, so I just have to keep working at it. So it's smaller. It's for a micro four thirds camera or like a SL line. It's for a small camera, and this works all right. Everything isn't actually all squared up. The guys on bought it. I think just put it together and hurry. So anyway, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take this bar and put it up here. With this bar, put it up here. And then I'm going to be able to say there won't be so much text there. This way I will be able to move it. So I would have more control over what I can do. And then I'm going to make sure that it didn't come with a stand. I'm going to make sure that this here is square, and right now it's hitting a little bit, So I've got to make sure that doesn't happen. And then I want to make it more or less. I'm going to put a camera here just to test it out. More or less even, so that it doesn't flop to one side so much. This isn't the best gimbal. It doesn't have a lot of easily the adjustments aren't very easy for this particular gimbal. But I think once I get it to a certain point, and once like this for example, you can only adjust this going left or right using these screws up here. But if the camera is already on here, you cannot loosen these screws to be able to adjust this left and right. So what I have to do is have to take those screws, put them at the bottom, because there's two sets of screws, or there's a set of screws for each corner. One is longer, which goes into the other piece of material, so it goes through here and then into the other piece to hold it in place. And then the other screw holds the accessory to that piece of metal. So I've got to do things like that. So then it will be easy to adjust, and I don't have to have a quick release plate and all that kind of stuff that I don't really want to have because it's just added weight. So there is those kind of things, and yeah, so that's what I'm going to work on for the next couple of hours. And as I go, I guess I'll take a few rests here and there just to clear my mind, and then I'll show you the progress. My friend Connor was over earlier. We're working on his script. He has a pilot that he's hoping to shoot in the next couple months. It's a comedy. It's actually quite funny. Not actually, it's not like I was surprised that it was funny. It's really quite funny. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to do for the rest of probably this evening is this, and then watch something on Netflix at the same time. Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to stop this, and then I will show you the progress as I go through. But what I would like to do today is to at least change those two out and have it so that I have more adjustment up there, and then take those apart and find the necessary screws that I need to make everything work the way I want it to work. And then I'll find a battery that I have laying around, and then maybe I'll test it out with the battery to see what happens, because I still have to program the control board and figure out where I'm going to put the board on the actual gimbal. I don't really want to have it in the back and sticking out and all that kind of stuff, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to attach the battery, where I'm going to attach the battery, and where I'm going to put the controller board. I would like to have the controller board in a little case, so that it's at least a little bit resistant to the elements. But anyways, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it apart, and I'm going to fiddle with it and see exactly how far I can get with it today. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do for the next few hours. Anyways.